What's up, everybody? How's it going? Austin Prechtel, Prechtel Elevate Performance, coming at you live, getting back into the normal swing of things when it comes to my daily lives. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Right now, uh, just had a crazy long day, but that's okay. It's Friday. Hope you guys have a great Friday so far. Hope you're gonna have a great fucking weekend going into Saturday and Sunday. Just want to hop on here. We're going to be talking about the concept of setting up your schedule, kind of when it comes to starting your fitness journey. Just because a lot of people they want to start a fitness journey and they want to like pursue this for themselves, but they get into it and then they're like, oh shit, like I don't have time, or I don't have to, I can't do this, I can't do that. Like I didn't plan for that. And so a lot of times people like they do the same shit that they were doing. Hey Karen, how's it going, girl? They do the same shit that they have always been kind of doing, and because of that, they don't get as good of results, or they end up like falling behind, feeling like they're falling behind, or it's just they end up setting themselves up for failure in a lot of ways by not being prepared for what it actually kind of like takes coming into a fitness journey. And it's nothing like crazy. It's just a matter of like actually setting aside that time. What's up, Cheyenne? Yeah. And just so you guys know, this mic isn't actually active right now. I just thought it looked cool. I'm still figuring out how to get it to work with Facebook Lives. I just put it here because it looks more professional. But anyways, hey Pam, how's it going? Yeah, it's just a prop right now, but it's a cool looking prop. Um, so yeah. Ah, cool. Well, I'm glad that I'm going to be providing. Kieran says I'm working out and watching you. What better way to get some cardio in than listening to your favorite coach talk? Anyways, cool. The reason I'm talking about this is because, like, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of got like punched in the face this week in terms of not literally, but in terms of my planning and my workflow and my schedule was really tested this week. It was. There was, I think, over 110 between all social media platforms. I think 120 people asked for the ebook, and I was obviously very pleasantly surprised that that was freaking what like happened. But I was not prepared for that, and because of that, it really tested my workflow and my schedule, and my current schedule. And so it honestly, that's why like this week, like you might have noticed like I didn't post as often as I normally do. You might have noticed that I didn't go live every day like I normally or like I planned on doing. And there's a reason for that. It's like I got like knocked in the face when it comes to my schedule, and so I had to adapt it. I had to like work on that. And a lot of ways, that's what happens to people when they first start their fitness journey, coming into it. They're like, I'm gonna do this stuff, and then they don't necessarily adjust their schedule or their workflow to fit this new thing that they're doing and adding into their day to day in their life. And so, in a lot of ways, like this comes down to time management. In a lot of ways, this is important for you guys to take into consideration if you're going to be doing something like this, especially when it comes to your fitness journeys. And so, you have to do the same thing. Like you have to like adjust. You have to adapt. And a lot of times people aren't willing to do that. They have this idea that they want to do something, and then when it comes time to do it, they don't actually fucking like they don't adjust their schedule to it. And so it makes it hard, and it makes it a lot more likely that you're going to like quit. It makes it a lot more likely that you're going to like fail or not see the results that you want to see. And so you need to adapt and plan ahead. Now that you've got gym time to take into consideration, now that you got to take into consideration nutrition, like planning ahead in that regard, doesn't take that much time. It's just actually setting that time aside and like planning for it like at this time, or I'm going to do it in the morning, or I'm going to do it in the evening after I get off work, like making that time and setting that time aside for this is when I'm going to do my workout. Like, yeah, shit might happen, or yeah, things might occur, but you've got it on like a list, or you've got it on a schedule, you've got it on whatever to ensure that you're going to do those things. Because it's so easy to, whenever like life gets hectic, or like you work late or whatever it may be, like it's so easy in the moment whenever it comes up on that time when you were supposed to go to the gym or you were supposed to plan out your nutrition or whatever it may have been, for you to just be like, like it snuck up on me. I'll get it tomorrow, and then you push it off, and it's like it's one of those things. And I've said this a lot. Like, do not, like, don't go down that route. Like so many people and out there right now. Like, and this is how I used to be all the fucking time. Um, every time we say that we're gonna do something and that we don't do it, we break a promise to ourselves. You wouldn't break a promise to somebody else, like intentionally, right? Like why do we do it so often with ourselves? Like, and that's something to think about, and that's something that I have been super mindful with myself in terms of like recognizing that was something that I need to work on. Like anytime, anytime I could like, you know, cancel plans, like I was like, oh hell yeah, that's such a relief. Like you know, and it's one of those things like I don't do that shit anymore. Like whenever I say I'm going to do something, I make as much of an effort as I can to make sure that that happens, because like every time you don't do what you said you were going to do, you do break a promise to yourself, and you do, and that's a slippery slope to go down, because if you're going to be willing to do that for one thing, well, you're going to get in the habit of doing that for a lot of other things, and it's not a good habit when it comes to your fitness and nutrition goals, because you can see how that could go in the wrong direction. You just keep like pushing off your workouts or pushing off your nutrition or whatever it may be. So that's what I'm saying with that. And so like if you don't adapt or plan ahead to adjust things, it's going to get messy. It's going to get to the point where you're going to be stressed out. You're going to probably like, you know, you're going to increase your chances of failing. So what I'm saying with this is like, and that's not even just like doing it on your own. Like that's if you hire a coach too. Like if you hire a coach or you sign up for a plan or a program, whatever it may be, like a lot of times people think like, cool, I hired a coach, so now like, you know, everything's going to be hunky, like perfect, and I don't have to put that much effort in. I don't have to try that hard. Like, sweet, I paid for this coach, like everything's good. No, like that's if you got a good coach that's actually gonna like that has expectations for you, like you're gonna probably have to work even harder, because you're gonna actually be doing what you're supposed to be doing when it comes to your workouts. You're gonna have actual like structured workouts. You're gonna have actual like, you know, calorie or macro goals that you have to strive towards, and like that takes planning rather than just kind of like all willy-nilly trying to get your way to like get there. You know, you can be a lot more lackadaisical with it, but you're not going to see as good of results. And so like if you've got somebody who is like there, like telling you these things that you need to be doing, like I'm going to be honest, like if you hire somebody, like you're going to be working harder than you probably would have if you hadn't been. But you know why? It's because you're going to actually get the results that you want. You're going to, you know, be pushing yourself in ways that you probably wouldn't be on your own. And so that's why I think, you know, a lot of people, I just want to preface that, like a lot of people think like, oh, I hired a coach, like everything's all willy-nilly, easy peasy, no big deal. And I'm gonna be honest, like that's how it is. And so like don't come into a program thinking that it does make things like it. I would say it doesn't make things easier. I think it makes things clearer. I think it makes things more like you have a better understanding of why you're doing certain things and what you need to do to get there. But it's not easier. And the planning ahead and the fitting it into your schedule and the time management aspect of all that still holds true even if you've hired somebody. So like trust me, like, you know, I have a mentor, and I'm gonna tell you, like, it's, you know, it's definitely that expectation is there, still, and so let me read some of the comments real quick. So Amanda said, "You're the third coach I've worked with, and the only one who held me to a standard." Hey, I got you. Like, I want to see you fucking win. So, and at the end of the day, I don't want to just point you and describe the work you've done. Hey, there you go too. And it's one of those things like, you know, there is that aspect too, and having somebody that has expectations for you can also like be a big benefit to that too. But yeah, so and this is how I think you guys should be looking at it. Like you cannot do, like if you're doing a fitness journey or you're trying to have one, like you cannot do the same shit you've always been doing and expect a different result. Like you can't. Why would that work? Like why just because you like bought a gym membership or just bought healthy food or paid a coach or whatever it may be. Like the fact that you just like threw money at something doesn't mean it's instantly gonna happen. Like you have to change your habits. You have to change your schedule up. Like you have to set some time aside to do that so that way it happens. And good ways to go about that. Like I always harp on having a morning routine, setting aside time to write out a to-do list, goal setting every week. Like I goal set every fucking week. Every Sunday, that's goal setting day. I spend like, it doesn't take that long either. Like I'll spend like half hour every Sunday and I will goal set and I'm like, what do I want to accomplish this week? Well, what do I need? How do I need to adapt my workflow or my schedule to fit all these things into my day to day? How, and then I act on that and I reiterate it every morning with my morning ritual, like my morning routine. Like I take that time out of my day and put it on paper so that way, one, it's there and I won't forget about it. And two, it gives me some clarity for my day and the expectation is there that I'm going to do it. So, yeah. So again, like, and that might take the form of, whenever it comes to setting up your schedule, maybe you're going to get up earlier. Maybe you're going to, go to bed earlier. Maybe you're going to, instead of having an hour lunch, you're going to have like a 15, 20-minute lunch and then work out on your lunch or whatever it may be. Like you need to adapt your workflow and your schedule so that way it fits this new this new event that you're trying to incorporate into your life. And you might have to pull away time from other activities of your day to day that are more like leisurely time or whatever, like playing on your phone or watching TV or whatever it may be. Like that is another option that's there. But you need to make the time. And Amanda just said right here, like I have to be in class at 8, so I am going to start getting up at 6:30 to work out. There you freaking go. There you freaking go. Like you adapt and you overcome. Because otherwise you're just gonna stay. You're just gonna like you're basically like paying to stand in front of a door without trying to actually figure out how to open the door to go through to get whatever you want, like what your goals are. And there might be different ways to go about getting through that door. Maybe you can walk around it or go above it or go below it or actually unlock it or whatever it may be. But like that is how you got to kind of look at it in that way. And so Leah says, hello, my legs are killing me and I'm blaming it on you. That is my fault and that is okay. I am willing to take that blame. It's a good blame. I'll wear it with like a badge of honor. But yeah, and like I said, like you can't keep doing the same shit you've always been doing and expect different results. Like you can't. Like it doesn't make fucking sense, right? So, yeah, and I was gonna say, and so I guess that's the gist of what I would kind of want to like, I guess iterate with this live is just like you need to plan ahead. You need to have a game plan in place. Otherwise, like you don't have to like by all means like like go like just go ham and just do whatever and like flail through the chaos of trying to figure things out and but like even if you like that, and I'm not saying you have to hire a coach, like but I'm saying is like plan because you're gonna like slow down your progress tremendously if you're not planning ahead. Like even if it just means like having like a calendar like on in your kitchen or like a planner or whatever and like for the days like write out like I'm hitting legs on this day, I'm hitting this on this day, I'm hitting that on that day, like, and you can even set aside some time. And if shit hits the fan, guess what? It's still there on your list, so you're way more likely to do it. And if shit hits the fan, it's like it's not gonna be like totally tossed to the wayside, and you can still adapt and make it happen and still get your workout in. So that's the importance of it. Like it's just instead of like it happening maybe at like 3 p.m. like okay, well I'm running a little bit late, so I'm gonna shift it to 3:30. Like you can do that shit. Like and because of that you have a plan. But instead of being like and it's on paper, so you're not gonna forget about it, and so it kind of gives you that clarity too. But yeah, so that's the gist of this. I was gonna say too, if you still want a copy of my ebook, just let me know. How to lose 20 pounds even when you're busy as fuck. Feel free to ask for a copy of it. I'd be happy to send you guys a copy now that the chaos of everything has died down. If I did not get you your copy and you asked for it, let me know because I tried my best to keep track of everybody. But yeah, sometimes things slip through the cracks and that's okay because I'm human. So Yeah, hope you guys got value from this. Does that make sense? I hope that, this was helpful. And if it was, let me know what your number one takeaway was in the comments. If you're watching this later time, hashtag replay. And if you're a client of mine, you know very well that we talked about some of this stuff, and this kind of goes hand in hand with what I talked about earlier about making your freaking, making your nutrition a priority, planning ahead, planning it into your schedule, shifting your workflow around, spending 5 to 10 minutes a day max, just kind of getting an idea of what you need to be doing when it comes to your nutrition, to set up to where it's not like a day of like last minute like trying to scramble to get shit like figured out, because that stresses you out and that makes it way less fun at the end of the day. And like I'm not saying you can't have like impromptu like going out to dinners and stuff like that, but like take 5 minutes the day before or the morning of or whatever it may be, and make yourself have way less stress throughout your day. And so yeah. Other than that though, that's it. I see you, Kieran. I will get you your copy. I think I might have sent it to you, but I'll check on that. We'll see. By the way, cool. Other than that, that's my live. That's my live. I hope you guys got value from this. If you did, let me know. If you think somebody's going to get value from this live, feel free to tag them in the comments or share it with them. Other than that, that's all I got for today. Hope you guys have a great freaking rest of your Friday and a great fucking weekend. And I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one, everybody.